York Jets taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down, they go back to Herbert. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Flushed out right. That is caught by Herbert. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's the receivers that spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's Cook again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. In motion left is Wilson. Now Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Rodgers now to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 33 yards. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Your Jets 7, Bears nothing.
Here we go, tonight.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And Wilson in motion left. They run the counter with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now receiver in motion left. Cook Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right now, let's go get 6.
Fields now to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. 27 yards there, a first down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
11. All right now, let's get in that end zone.
From the 50, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, 50 yards. And the Bears are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL teams. Remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. On play action, it's Rodgers. He finds Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. In motion right, that's Hardman. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Rodgers now on 1st down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. In motion right, that's Hardman. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
In motion left is Wilson. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And his pass incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I see a surprise in the face there, Carter. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now let's see, yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Kyler Gordon picks it off. The 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Fields. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Santos' kick is up and through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 to a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And to the 30-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Here we go.
A give left side here for Herbert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now we'll throw here to his running back, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. On the option right is Fields. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go. Good.
Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They snap it to Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. Robert Tonyan, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws. They become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Wake him up. Wake him up. Yeah, I gotta wake him up. Hold on.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
Down there. What time it is now? Yeah, I'm not gonna wake him up. He ain't wake up his own.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
No,
they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
I know.
How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Of course.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that
if you're going to do it now.
It's going to bring up a third down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
I'm going to do that shit right now. What are you going to say he's going to do it?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Back now at Soldier Field.
Well,
It's
tell him.
Jet football, but they trail here as we
gotta
start
tell him
the
that
fourth
shit.
quarter.
No, I'm not.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And Lazard's got it
What are you
again.
talking about?
And unable to break
If you're gonna get
away,
on
they
a
stop
breakaway?
a few yards shy.
Well, I ain't
The
doing
Jets
that.
try it, but the fourth down play
I'm only
doesn't
doing it if he
work.
goes.
And the Bears
If
are
he
gonna
don't
get
go,
the
I'm not
football
going.
back, and they're gonna get it
I
in
promise
great
I'm not.
field position.
Why not? Man, play.
Here's a give to Herbert. And
Okay.
he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
I'm not gonna wake him up.
C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's
I just
single
want to see
digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers
I
do
just
go
want
to his
one.
production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
I'm just gonna finish this one. Yeah.
The New
Then
York
we're gonna go.
offense taking over for their next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. The drive starts with a completion, left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is caught. It's Davis. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On first and 10, it's Hall. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, yeah.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. In motion right. That's Hardman.
All right, well.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Okay.
Now Rodgers. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Gotta have it. 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down. Fields. Flush to his right. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Hardman. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Rodgers throwing here. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Everything all right?
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this
Oh, wait, I
lead
thought she
here
come
in
at
the
2 o'clock.
She had to go through customs and stuff.
Oh, okay. And that's a minute sleep. About to wake him up in a
Not
minute.
totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come
Well, not
up
wake him
first
up,
and
but
10.
he been asleep for a minute. Shit, little ass.
Hey, 626.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay there.
And not in any rush offensively. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A 10th carry in the game for Clark. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next score, Jets 27, Bears 17.
I should have served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Still plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done upped a bunch of them. This what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4 or 5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever. She won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling butt off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. Stay focused, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. I never feel different. Established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stay with my granny. Daddy went to jail for jail. Lost my only chance being happy. Damn what happened. Outcome match my actions. Talk then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize and move past it. He turned this from his section. Island Daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with you. Focus, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. I never feel different.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. Oh, that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sickening. Tie forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time for. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Drip, she in my wrist, that's a freezer. Give me assist, give me teamwork, keep it consistent, for the distance.
Stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Champ, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin' then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime, we on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less, flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak, no one wrong way. Richer than me, this ain't up for debate. You got a love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all back tee. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there, Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17, back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all